What happens next?
Troopers had stayed with McVeigh's car to make sure nothing happened to it. I accompanied the vehicle with the trooper to this remote location, and we relocated that to a secure off-site where our evidence response team could process it. And inside were a lot of documents, references to the Turner Diary, some of McVeigh's handwritten notes.
What is the Turner Diaries?
Turner Diaries is a novel of fictional work where a group of right-wing extremists did destroy a federal building in D.C. and killing hundreds of people. To finance the bombing, McVeigh told 40A that they were going to rob Roger Moore. We found a receipt for 40 50-pound bags of ammonium nitrate. It was wrapped around a roll of gold coins, which were similar to those that were stolen at the Roger Moore burglary, but it had Tim McVeigh's fingerprint on it. So that's 2,000 pounds. We had a general idea about the size of the bomb based on the damage that we saw. So we sent agents to the co-op to see if any other purchases had been made. In fact, there was one in October and one in September, both for 2,000 pounds.
Wow.
That's a lot of fertilizer. I think there was a total of 604 calls made.
Wow.
Using the calling card, we were able to match literally the yellow pages for chemical companies. He had told 40A that the explosives were going to be in barrels. We saw calls to barrel companies. And then when we executed the warrant at Nichols' home, we found barrels there. They were chemically identical, same color, same size. The calling card had calls to racetracks where you sell nitromethane, which is a good fuel for the other side of that explosive equation. That tied Terry Nichols directly to it.
Yes.
And with the testimonial evidence 40A was able to provide, 40A said McVeigh told him that we stole explosives from a quarry. Well, we've got that testimony, then we've got the lock, and we've got the drill bit in Terry Nichols' home. We also recovered explosives that match the same type that were stolen. We also took McVeigh's clothes, and the clothing had explosive residue in it. Each explosive has a chemical signature. Those are the components of the device that we're able to track through evidence recovered at Nichols' home. We showed that McVeigh made a call to Nichols' home, and then magically 5 hours later, they show up in Oklahoma City together, which is the travel time. When Nichols was interviewed, he said that he hadn't seen McVeigh for months until that Sunday, but we were able to show through forensic evidence that he was not being truthful. So it tied it all together.
Wow, amazing.
McVeigh tried to recruit 40A, and Lori and Michael said, not going to do it. So McVeigh was living with them up until early April. When he realized they weren't going to, he left and went to a motel.
Sources say 40A knew of the plot, but did not take part in the attack.
Terry Nichols was more of a witting accomplice. We knew people, Secret Service, DEA, the ladies at the credit union. It's a relatively small community. It's difficult when you know people